How to care for Abyssinian cats. The Abyssinian cat is a long-legged, muscular, and short-haired cat that usually has a fawn-colored coat. They are outgoing and active cats who love a lot of attention from their owners and are usually very smart. Like all cats, the Abyssinian cat needs proper care and nurturing to keep it happy and healthy. Part 1. Taking care of your cat's health. Have a new cat screened for common diseases. When adopting a cat or kitten, have it looked over immediately for general health and breed-specific ailments. As a breed, the Abyssinian cat is prone to various diseases. This does not mean your Abyssinian will come down with a disease, as it may well live out a healthy disease-free life. However, it is wise to keep these tendencies in mind in case a problem arises. The diseases Abyssinians are prone to include amyloidosis, heart disease, gum disease, nose polyps, myasthenia gravis, progressive retinal atrophy, psychogenic alopecia, hyperesthesia syndrome, hip dysplasia, patellar, kneecap, luxation, congenital hypothyroidism, different from the more common hyperthyroidism in older cats. Get your cat regular veterinary exams. In order to find any disease or condition at its earliest stage, it is advised to have twice yearly veterinary exams. 3. Kittens generally see the veterinarian at least twice during the first 3 months of life, once more at around 5 to 6 months of age, and then follow the adult examination schedule. Your veterinarian will examine your cat thoroughly during the examination. This is the time to share any concerns or questions so they can be addressed promptly. Your Abyssinian's vaccinations will be updated, and a fecal examination will be performed in order to check for internal parasites. Each community has their different requirements and need for vaccinations, but the core vaccines are distemper and rabies. Feline leukemia vaccination may or may not be a part of its vaccinations depending upon your Abyssinian's lifestyle. If your cat is an outdoor cat, has been in contact with lots of other cats, such as at a shelter, or has potentially been in contact with a cat you know has feline leukemia, then it should get vaccinated. Have your cat desexed. You will need to decide if you will have your Abyssinian spayed, female, or neutered, male. This important operation has the benefits of reducing reproductive tract diseases and roaming or heat activity. It is also a community service, as it will help reduce the overall population of unwanted cats. If you do not plan on breeding your cat, you should definitely have your cat spayed or neutered. Provide adequate dental care for your cat. Regular brushing reduces the plaque and buildup on the visible surfaces of the teeth. It's a simple, quick process that, after the learning period, takes less than a minute a day. To do so you need a soft bristled toothbrush and veterinary toothpaste, both which can be purchased at pet stores or a veterinary clinic. Human toothpaste cannot be used as the fluoride in it is toxic to cats. The process is: place a small amount of the toothpaste on your fingertip and let your cat taste it. The following day do the same, then rub your finger along the cat's gums. The following day put the toothpaste on the brush and gently rub it along the cat's gums. For the next few days, slowly work the bristles along the teeth in small circles until your cat will sit still long enough for you to do the entire mouth. Part 2. Feeding your cat. Feed your cat a meat-based diet. Proper feeding goes a long way to ensuring you have a healthy cat. Cats are obligate carnivores, which means they require certain amino acids that are only found in meat-based proteins. If they do not get these essential amino acids, they can acquire some serious preventable diseases. Feed a good, quality food. Finding a good quality food can be a bit tricky, although all cat food manufacturers balance their food to meet a cat's basic requirements. Ask your veterinarian for suggestions for cat food. You can also look at the food bag ingredient list. This will help you decide whether a food is good quality. If meat is the top 2 or 3 ingredients, it's likely a good quality food. You want to avoid foods that have less than 40% protein, by weight, and look for foods that are grain-free. If you cannot find a quality canned or dry food, consider feeding your Abyssinian a raw diet. Commercially packaged raw foods are available at most pet stores and, while more expensive than traditional dry or wet foods, the food usually includes fewer unhealthy additives and ingredients. Give your cat the right amount of food. You will see that the food bag label gives suggested amounts for feeding your cat. This is based on age, weight, and activity level. In general, cats prefer to eat frequent, small meals throughout the day. 8. Twice a day feeding will keep your Abyssinian full, satisfied, and hopefully not constantly begging for food. Part 3. Training your cat. 1. Introduce a new kitten or cat to its home gradually. When you bring your cat or kitten home, confine it to one room in the house with his litter box and food and water dishes to allow it to acclimate to its home in a quiet, unhurried manner. Of course, make sure you spend a few hours interacting with the cat to help him feel at home. After a few days, let your cat explore the rest of the house. If you have a kitten, you may want to keep it confined to the main level of the house until he can manage stairs on his own. Train your cat to use its litter box. Most cats are easy to potty train, as long as they know where their litter box is located and they are able to access it easily. One major choice you need to make is which type of litter to use. There are many types of litter available: clumping, clay, silica-based, and plant-based, such as pine or wheat. 9. You need to show your cat the litter box immediately when it arrives in your home. Cats tend to have a natural instinct to go to the bathroom and litter and usually are shown how to do it by their mother. By the time you bring home a kitten, it should have a good idea of what it is supposed to do. It just needs to know where the box is and it needs access to the box. Most cats prefer the fine-grained, unscented litters. An unscented scoopable litter meets this standard, as it probably has a softer feel on its paws. However, you may find your cat prefers a different litter type, especially if it has used a particular style since kittenhood. If you find a litter that your cat likes, keep with that kind or your cat may decide to relieve itself elsewhere. Clean the box daily so your cat has a fresh, inviting bathroom. Teach your cat basic skills. While training a cat the same way as a dog is trained won't usually work, you can teach your cat some things. Teach it to play simple games and what it should, and shouldn't, scratch on. For example, set up an agility course for the cat in your living room and clicker train it to go through it. 11. You can even teach an Abyssinian to walk outside on a leash. Provide a scratching post. To keep your furniture and wood trim safe from cat scratching, provide your Abyssinian with a scratching post or similar item to scratch. Scratching is a normal, healthy activity to help remove the dead outer part of the claws, to let the cat mark its territory, and to give it necessary exercise. 12. If you catch your cat using a non-acceptable item as a scratching post, do not yell or hit the cat. Instead, pick it up and place it near the scratching post. To keep the cat from using unacceptable items, you can use a cat deterrent spray, especially those with the smell of citrus, to keep them away from these items. Play with your cat. Abyssinian cats are very smart, and so they need to be entertained and stimulated mentally. This does not mean that the cat will always be in the mood to play with you, but you should try to when the cat acts interesting. Laser pointer toys are a great way to exercise your cat. They are also a good way to have some fun with your cat. Provide stimulation for your Abyssinian, even when you are not home. Have a bunch of toys available to your cat, so that it hopefully plays with them instead of getting into trouble. Provide puzzle feeders and balls and mice to keep your cat occupied. Place a bird feeder outside your window where the cat can see it. This could potentially entertain your cat for hours. Get the cat a cat tree to climb. It would be good to place it in front of a window, so it can climb and get a good view at the same time. Part 4. Grooming your cat. Brush your cat regularly. Fortunately, the Abyssinian's short, dense hair coat only needs a weekly brushing. Use a soft bristle brush or a slicker brush to gently brush your cat along with the direction that the fur is growing. Check your cat's body regularly. When you do brush, make sure to check the skin for any fleas, lumps, or bumps. If fleas are found, treat your cat immediately to control the problems. Any lumps or bumps should be noted for size, shape, and color. If it doesn't resolve or grows within a week, contact your veterinarian. Maintain your cat's claws. Brushing time is also a good time to check its claws. If they are long and have sharp points, then it's time to trim them. There are a variety of types and brands of cat nail clippers, but most are either scissor type or guillotine type. 15. Whatever type you choose, avoid trimming the pink part of the nail as this is the blood and nerve supply. Cutting this part will cause bleeding and pain. Human nail clippers can be used on your cat's nails to trim just the very tips off. To trim the nails, place the cat on your lap and place the forearm of your dominant arm on your cat's upper body to gently restrain it. Use your non-dominant hand to pick up a paw and gently press on it to expose the claws. Your dominant hand is then used to trim the claws.